Welcome to the Penrose GED prep lesson on the number line and negative numbers. This video is about addition and subtraction. One way of visualizing addition and subtraction problems is to use the number line. The number line is a very important idea in mathematics at every level, so we might as well start getting to know the number line now as we work on some arithmetic. Here's what the number line looks like. Notice that we put the negative numbers on the left here. And the positive numbers on the right of 0, and then 0, which is neither negative nor positive, goes right in the middle. The number line basically gives us a number map on which we can mark numbers as they come up in problems. Let's try a problem. Let's say we want to figure out what 3 plus 4 simplifies to using the number line. How do we do this? Well, we start with 3. So we go to where 3 is on the number line, right here. We draw ourselves a little dot, just to remind ourselves where we are. And then since we're adding a positive number, in this case 4, we move 4 spots to the right of 3. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We end up at 7. So 7 is our answer to this problem. Now let's say that instead of adding 4, we had wanted to subtract 4. So we want to simplify 3 minus 4. Well, again, we start at 3 on the number line, and then this time we move 4 spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, because we're subtracting. So remember that on the number line, addition means moving to the right, and subtraction means moving to the left. We end up at -1, which is indeed 3 minus 4. Hopefully by now you have a sense of how we can use the number line in general to solve arithmetic problems. We can use the number line to solve more complicated examples than the two we just looked at. For example, let's look at the problem 1 minus 3 plus 5 minus 8. If we drew all the steps to solving this problem on the number line, it would look like, so we started at 1 here, corresponding to the first number in our expression. Then we moved left 3 spots here, and ending up at -2. Then we moved right 5 spots, we're at 3, and then back left 8 spots, all the way down to -5. And since minus 8 was the last part of our expression here, and we ended up at -5, this is the answer, or the simplification of this expression. This should give you an idea as to how we can use the number line to solve multi-step problems like this. There are just 2 more things I'd like to mention before the end of this video. They involve negative numbers and how we add and subtract negatives. It is important to remember that adding a negative number is the same thing as subtracting the positive value of that number. So, for example, 3 plus -4 is equal to 3 minus 4. The next thing that I'd like to talk about is that subtracting a negative number means adding. Again, for example, 4 minus -6, well, that's the same thing as 4 plus 6. We can think of the 2 negative signs as canceling each other out. Like when you say, I will never not do math. This statement is the same thing as saying, I will always do math. And the math symbol, negative, works the same way. You may wish to write these 2 rules down on your worksheet to help you solve the problems listed.